Hey. All right, so just some context again. 38 when I did this video. I'll be 39 next month in August. So it's July 15th today. And I'm shooting these videos for the two of you, Kez and Bryson, so I can share things that I've learned along the way. I'm currently hiking Mount Boucherie. It's about 32 degrees outside. It's pretty warm actually. And I wanted to share something with you. The reason I'm even here, it's actually a perfect video for right now. So I want to talk to you about creating energy and maintaining your energy. When you're little and young, you have boundless energy. I would say, Kezia, you specifically, you seem to have no shortage of energy. And I love that. Bryson, you too. But Kezia more so. I mean, she's more like the bounce off the walls kind of person. And when you're young, you just have lots and lots of it. When you get older, you will start to notice some changes, but it may not happen for a long time. And even now, I would say I still have lots of energy, but I've learned a couple things. First, you want to have lots of energy, especially if you don't, or if you find it harder. Your dad finds it pretty challenging to focus on his work and to focus on things that I'm doing. I don't know if I have ADHD or if any of you kids do, but I gotta admit, I get distracted incredibly easy. It may just be the time that we live in, but I get distracted super, super fast. And from an energy standpoint, I can find both the willpower to do something really hard, but then I can also just find just a true lack of energy, just in general, to get motivated, to get moving. But other times I have this energy source inside of me that's unstoppable. I can sometimes do in an hour what I might have done in a week, or sometimes even more. Just powerful. And so I've been thinking a lot about energy lately, how to maintain it. And I want to share everything that I've learned to date that I know about so far, and how you can enhance your energy and how I've made an impact of mine. So first off, you can see that I'm walking today. I'm climbing. I'm hiking. The first principle is, at the end of the day, you create energy capacity. There might be some quick fixes and some pills and things that you can take when you're older that just give you this boundless energy. Right now, we're limited to coffee and maybe sugar, although ideally that's not so good. But obviously coffee and you sleep well, you get all those kind of other good things. But one thing you can do is you can actually create energy capacity. So what do I mean by that? Well, depending how active you both are, if you were to, in any course of a day, in the middle of the day, whenever it is, if you were to come side by side of an Ironman athlete, someone that can bike 160 kilometers, which, by the way, I cannot do currently. I'm working my way towards it. Can run a 40K race, running. Can swim 4 kilometers and can do all of it back to back. They have huge energy capacity and reserves. Even if they're just sitting there, if you had to go head to head against them in something that was endurance based, they're probably going to just win. They're going to have capacity. So one of the things that I've come to realize is you need to create capacity. Your body is incredibly efficient. It only stores what it needs. And if you just don't use it, and if you don't need it, your body doesn't store it. It doesn't see any point in it. And I think a lot of people, including myself at times, have struggled with energy when you're sitting down and just not doing a whole lot each and every day, maybe just watching a bunch of videos. You sort of wonder why you feel drained. So principle number one is you want to create energy capacity, and you want to do that. You want to definitely do that with exercise. And exercise also helps with the two next ones as well. Actually, and there's a bonus one. There's a bonus one that I'm going to have at the end, which is more of the shortcut. But the first three, so build the capacity, be fitter, expect more from yourself than you ever thought was possible. And your body will give you more than you ever thought was possible. Secondly is your mindset. This is why it feeds into it. Be very mindful and careful what's going on in your mind. Your mind has a just, especially mine, but I'm sure all of ours, it just doesn't want to turn off. And when it's processing thoughts that are anxious, heavy, stressful, your brain, I mean, we already know it uses a lot of your actual energy in your body, but it has a way of sucking out so much more than just that. I mean, it's regulating the hormones going on in your body. It's regulating so much behind the scenes that maybe you'll know more about when you're a bit older, that we're still just learning about, but it's regulating a lot. And when it's stressed, when it's anxious, it will eat up your energy reserves. And even more importantly than that, the mind is a creation machine. It is designed to build, to create, to think forward, to be excited. And when it does so, I mean, there's many studies to show this, like just simply by lifting up your arms, holding them up, believing that you're strong and powerful has an impact physiologically and will change your cortisol levels and your whole bunch of different levels. I'm forgetting them all now. But nonetheless, it changes your stress levels. It lowers your cortisol. It raises, I believe, your testosterone, a couple other things. And it actually regulates your body because you just lifted up your body. And your mind is much like that. When it's creating and it's feeling sure of itself, and it's feeling, when you're thinking about the future, you are creating energy. You are creating mental capacity, and you're regulating out the negative. And so you've got that positive in there. And so I just wanted to really stress that to you. Watch your mind. Be careful. Be careful of the media. Be careful of what people are pushing in front of you, telling you, phoning you about, stressing you about. Be mindful of that. Be mindful when it takes over. When I was younger, especially my teenage years and even into my 20s, I thought it could come over me and it would consume everything. Everything, kids. I just didn't know how to manage it back then. So don't feel bad if it happens to you too. I remember here, I'll give you two examples. One example when I was younger, and this happened multiple times, I remember thinking when mom and dad, your grandparents, were out somewhere, I thought they were attacked by a cougar. I don't even know where this came from. I am so stressed. I can't sleep. I can't relax. We had a babysitter. I couldn't do anything until my parents came home and I knew they were safe. I was probably like 14. I don't know, maybe not that old, but anyways, the point is the mind is powerful. And when it took over, I couldn't get my thoughts back. Others are relationship oriented. I remember being in some, you fall in love or you fall in like, if you will. You're just obsessed with somebody. It's not really love. It's more of a obsession, just a dopamine hit. And I'll do a video on love differently. I'll explain more of that. But when you're in this state of euphoria or fixation, both positive and negative, when the ride is up or the ride is down, it was a roller coaster for me. I became consumed, totally consumed, unable to function, unable to think. Literally, it would change where I would get in my car and start driving to this person, knowing that I shouldn't, and knowing I had other way more important things to do, but I couldn't overcome it. So I'm confessing these to you because, again, if you can learn these things younger, the world of difference it will make for you and your lives. Okay, so we talked about adding capacity physically and mentally. You definitely also want to be mindful of what you eat. This is what I'm still working on and learning, but I know when I eat certain foods at certain times, it has a huge impact on me. It's so hard when it comes to food, and your mom is an incredible cook. Eat anything that she has made. But nonetheless, certain foods, observe them. Listen to your body more than I listen to mine. When you feel super tired after lunch, don't just think that's a given. Think about what you ate. Think about if you need to eat it at that time. And try some other things and see how you feel. Just observe that. It has a huge impact on your overall energy as well. Okay, now here's the fourth one. So the fourth one is the shortcut, if you will. I learned it from a mentor of mine, a guy named Dan Martell, who's a good friend of mine. And when I was at one of his events one time and I was at the end with him, he did this with people. And I'm still working on it, but it is true. But this is what he did. This is the exercise. And I'm going to do it right now, even as I'm walking with you. So he closed his eyes. So close your eyes right now and just listen to my voice. He closed his eyes and he imagined inside. This is what I'll say to you. I'll do it the way he did it to me, and do it for yourself. Okay, so close your eyes, unless you're driving. Imagine a ball, a yellow, fiery, orange ball. It's dark, it's inside of you, and there's this fiery orange ball. Now imagine that it starts to spin, and it's moving, spinning. Now imagine that there's 3 atoms around it. And those atoms are equally spinning in rotation with this fiery ball inside as well. And they're moving around it, they're spinning. And it's going faster and faster and faster. And feel it inside of you. This is actually your energy. And it's beginning to move quicker and quicker and faster and faster and faster. And as it's doing that, you can literally feel energy starting to soak up into all of your limbs and into your back and into your legs. And it's going quicker and quicker and quicker. Your posture is taller. You're feeling stronger. And you are literally creating energy. Energy is not acquired, it is made. You can create it in a moment, and you can create it by just thinking this thought and holding in your mind. Do you feel more energetic? Do you feel more powerful? I know I do when I come away from that. Sometimes it's just a moment of reflecting. So you can open your eyes if you haven't yet already. Open your eyes, just feel that energy, feel that excitement as you're getting ready for whatever's next in your day, for whatever you're gonna do next. So with that, have a great day. I love you so much. I even get emotional. Even just the thought of you watching this when I'm not around, but you too. You really are everything to me. I love you so much. And I wish the world for you. I'm just excited for whatever you're learning. Till next time.